And after that Iceland performance, put bloody Trent starting right back. So Gareth has selected his bloody squad. The 26 or 27 has been announced. The one thing I would say is I don't mind what he's done, especially the players. We've been banging on about it for a few seasons, especially me, where for the Euros World Cup, he's always picked people over his favourites. And like people have earned that trust. People like Harry Maguire, John Stones when he was a bit out of form, Pickford when he was out of form. So this one, if he had have picked Harry Maguire for the squad, I wouldn't have minded, but there's people like, Phillips, Henderson, who he originally left out of the 33. He was like, if he'd have took them, he'd have been an absolute piss take. But out of the 7 that he's left out, being Grealish, Maddison, Harry Maguire, Kwanzaa, Trafford, and there's 2 more, but out of the ones realistically, the one that sticks out is Branthwaite for me. I think he is a great player and he's had a great season. I would take him over Lewis Dunk. I understand Harry Maguire is injured, but why is he taking Lewis Dunk when he's carrying an injury as well? Maybe it's not serious, but for me, I trust Branthwaite more than I trust Dunk. That's the only issue I really have with this squad. I know Grealish do offer us something different, but you've got to look at the attacking threat of like Gordon, Saka, Palmer. Oh, there's so many that we've got where they can interchange. You've obviously got Watkins, Tony being taken. I think Slanky deserved almost being 33, but listen, he likes to take 3 strikers, as we know in the World Cup. They offer something different, especially Watkins. He's more a bit versatile, more agile, whereas Tony occupies that role a bit more like Harry Kane, a little bit. So we've got a little bit of difference there. The defence, I'm pretty happy with, as I said. Branthwaite is the only one for me who, I think that's a bit harsh, Southgate. I know Kwanzaa was playing well for Liverpool, but he hasn't got the experience, and there's better people like who can adapt. Like if you say Joe Gomez, left back, right back, centre back, Konza can play right back, centre back. And for me, I'll say my starting 11 in a bit, but I don't mind this squad. I think everyone sort of chose themselves with their form. Maddison played well in that friendly, but ultimately weren't that good. Same for Grealish across the season. So what he has done there has been really good, and this is Southgate's best squad in my opinion since he's been there. Maybe he knows his job's on the line, he needs to bloody win it, so he's picked the best players. No Rashford, no Sterling, all this sort of stuff. That is fine. And as I said, it feels like there's a mix of experience and youth and like good form mixed in together. So hopefully like the elder ones can help the younger ones, etc, etc. There's people like Anthony Gordon who have been brilliant this season who hopefully can light it up, Eze, etc, etc, which he's done really well with the squad selection. Now we'll move on to my 11. Now this is really important because throughout my 11s that I've done before, they're very attacking, and this one is no different realistically. We'll go in sort of 4-3-3, but with a cam a little bit, right? We'll start at the back. Number 1 in goal. He's actually been sick this season. Obviously, normally makes mistakes. And then Southgate picks him. Jordan Pickford in the bloody 11. Starting out with the 4 at the back. Trent, I thought was amazing against Bosnia, but obviously his defensive weaknesses, and this is like if I'm playing against France or someone like that, right? I love Trent, and I think he can come off the bench and have a really big impact, but just for that solidarity, right, Kyle Walker's got to go right back. Then the 2 centre-backs, Wagwan Generals, John Stones, Ezri Konsa then partner. I thought he's been really good for England when he's playing, and he can play right back, and out of him and like Guehi, I just feel like Konsa's had more of the England experience, so he has a little bit more experience playing in the squad. It could be Guehi, I wouldn't mind that, going in with Stones. But I think Stones has to start. Then left back, I'd go Trippier, just because at the moment Luke Shaw's not fit. We don't know on that. Dunk's bloody get on injury. He can't play 300 players. Obviously, that's why Harry Maguire's missed out, which is unfortunate for him. It feels like the lads have all took it well. Maddison, have said he'll come back stronger. Grealish will be in bloody Ibiza soon with Wayne Lineker. Then midfield, this is where it gets a little bit sort of attacking. I've got Rice, Bellingham sort of in that 8 role, not as forward as he plays for Real Madrid. Then Foden in that sort of 10 role that he's been playing for City. Can that work? You ask me. I believe it can, especially against France. We might get torn apart by that. If you want, take Foden off, play Mainu. But that's what I'm going with at the moment. Very attacking. Then up front, Saka, Kane and Anthony Gordon. Now, I think Gordon's been impressive. Palmer obviously could play in that right wing role, but I feel like Saka's experience yet again, trying to get a nice balance in his team. He could play in that 10, but I feel like Foden at the 10 is so much better, and he's proved that in the league. Now, if you wanted to go a little bit defensively, take Foden out, probably put Mainu in, then Foden might go on the left wing instead of Gordon. But that squad laid out there, we've got a nice fresh talent who have been on form this season with the experience, which I think can batter any team. Then you've got the likes of Watkins, who could potentially come on, Harry Kane, Mainu, bloody Palmer, There's so many talent that can come on and impact a game, which we sort of had last Euros with Grealish, I felt, but no one else, particularly that, really made an impact. So we'll have to see how it is. But overall, Gareth, you've done a good job. My 11 is there. It could get destroyed, let's be honest, if the midfield gets outrun. But apart from that, I think it's a solid 11. And that front 11, front three especially, picks itself. Unless you're going to put someone else like a Palmer on left wing. But I'm pretty sure for Chelsea, he's either played right wing or 10. So on the left, don't know if I'd trust him as much, but we'll see. So the Euros is underway. Soon come. England hopefully bringing it home. Come on, lads. And Southgate, you're doing well to try and keep yourself in a job. And if you win it, fair enough, because this squad is exactly what we've been asking for. Although, you know, maybe Bone was unlucky, and especially Branthwaite, he's the one that's really stand out. But I can't argue too much. I can't be angry at you like I normally am. I'm fully behind the team, and hopefully they bloody bring it out. And after that Iceland performance, put bloody Trent starting right back.